Hi guys! So, kind of a new filming situation going on here. I didn't feel like standing, I was feeling lazy, and so I moved everything so that it's somewhere I can sit. Today's video will be a brief review of The Last Unicorn by Peter S. Beagle. This is a fantasy book. I believe I did give it 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, where I did write a small review for it. This book has been out since the 60s, so I mean, it's not new. You've probably read it or heard of it or seen the movie or something along the lines of understanding what The Last Unicorn is. The Last Unicorn is about, in fact, the last unicorn. Shocking, I know. This is a story about a unicorn who learns to love a unicorn who leaves her comfort zone to go find the rest of the unicorns, if there are any other unicorns. She makes some friends along the way, specifically Schmendrick the magician, and then Molly Grew, who was like kind of in a group of like these roguish like thieves. They compared themselves to Robin Hood, but they were not Robin Hood and his merry men. But Molly Grew decides to join up with Schmendrick, I love his name, and the last unicorn on their journey to find the rest of the unicorns. Schmendrick along the way is trying to find himself as a magician. He knows he has this great power within himself, but he can't quite harness it and figure out how to use it. And that is what Schmendrick's journey is. Schmendrick's journey is finding himself. The last unicorn, her journey is finding, kind of finding herself as well, just kind of figuring her life out as the last unicorn. And then Molly Grew was actually one of my favorite characters. She starts off as... Something just fell off my bed. She starts off as this very cynical character, and as soon as she comes across the unicorn, she just kind of comes to life. And that's what I really loved about Molly Grew. It was this woman who had kind of just given up on whimsy and fantastical things and comes across the most fantastical thing she could, and it kind of wakes her up. And I loved the journey that Molly Grew went on as a person. I love the journey Schmendrick was on, and I love the unicorn's journey as well. One of my favorite things about this book, while it is set in a not so fictitious world, it's kind of implied that it might just be our world, just maybe a little bit different. What I loved about it was not the world building. I loved the character building, and I love the descriptions in this book. The very first sentence is one of my new favorite first sentences. The unicorn lived in a lilac wood and she lived all alone. But I loved that sentence. I loved lilac wood. It just, that's 2 words alone, lilac wood, and I was able to picture what he was trying to say. And that's what this book is just full of. It is full of like really rich descriptive language, and I absolutely loved it. Now again, this book is from the 60s. I'm not going to give too lengthy of a review just because I know a lot of people have already read it, but if you haven't, and if you haven't seen the movie, I definitely recommend it if you are a fantasy lover, or if you just kind of love like a coming of age story, or even if you love like an animal story, just because, I mean, you know, it's a unicorn, it's close enough. But I loved it. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I gave it 5 of 5 stars. I'm not 100% sure, but knowing me, I did. I won't spoil the ending, of course. This is a spoiler-free review, but just know that it was wonderful. I loved it. I don't like bad endings, but I loved this ending so much. It was really good. It's how I would have wanted it to end. When I started at the beginning, it ended in, you know, in a way I was comfortable with. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, if you've been on the fence about it, I hope this review has persuaded you to maybe hop off that fence and pick up The Last Unicorn by Peter S. Beagle. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this format of me sitting down worked out well for you as a watcher, because I enjoyed sitting down and making it as opposed to standing all the time. All the time. I stand in every single one of my videos. So if I can maybe master the art of sitting, perhaps get some better lighting for this area of my room, then I will, because this is far more comfortable. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let's be friends. I love having friends, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!